Welcome back, guys. Tonight I'm going to barbecue, but first I want to marinate what I'm going to barbecue. So I bought these big, beautiful, these are big. You can see how big they are. These are pork steaks, but if they'd have been cured, that would have been a ham steak. There's a little bone in the middle, just like a ham steak. So it's been cut off of a fresh ham, in my opinion. But I want to marinate these to flavor them, so I'm going to do a quick marinade. I have used this over and over and over again, and it will make pork absolutely sing. It's amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a cup of, this is Chardonnay. Now, and you want to use, I'm not going to call out a Chardonnay by choice. I have my preferences if I was going to drink it, but you definitely want something you're going to drink because it's going to reflect in your meal. It always does. So a cup of that and a cup of orange juice. And this is a concentrate that I get. It's just more reasonable to get it that way. I buy it at Costco. It costs me about $3 a gallon opposed to $5 or $6 a gallon if I buy it already made. So I've got a cup of each. It's equal parts. So if you just had one steak or one little roast or whatever that you were going to do, that's all you would want. And then we want garlic. Lots of garlic. So I'm probably going to put 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. It's going to spread out throughout the marinade and cause a great flavor. And I've got some fresh cracked pepper here that I did in the spice grinder. It's very coarse. It's just going to bloom and let all its flavor go. I don't really feel like I need salt because I am going to add probably 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce. And I like the Kikkoman browns. Anyway, so that's the marinade. How simple is that? Now this is going to marinate until I'm ready to barbecue, and then I'm going to just take the pork out and maybe season it at that point a little bit, but I'm going to put it on the Barbie. So it's going to sit in the fridge in this bag. I'm going to get a safety precaution, which is something to have it sit in because if that bag leaks, guess what? My refrigerator's a disaster. And okay, we're back, and we are gonna grill off these pork steaks that we got. That if they'd been cured, they'd have been a big old ham steak, only way thicker. So remember, I marinated these in Chardonnay and orange juice and tons of garlic. So I'm just gonna let this kind of drip off. Woo, baby. It's going to be awesome. And put that big old steak on the grill. I believe that this marinated about an hour and a half. Which, to me, for most things is plenty. So I guess, let me see if you can see that. Yeah, we got that. I'm just going to bring you up here. Sorry for the movement. Bring you up here and zoom out. Maybe not. I'll just walk out. There you go. So I'm going to get these steaks. I got these, the grill on pretty hot. I'm going to let these go until they just pull right off. There's no added oil in this marinade, so when these are ready to turn, they'll turn. Okay? And I'll come back with that when they're ready. Alright, you guys, I did want to come back. I wanted to show you that I'm going to season this with you can't even see it hardly. It's a fusion flavored gourmet sea salt, and it's flavored with black truffles. So I'm going to lightly dust these with light truffle sea salt. Oh, I'll tell you my favorite way to have this is on mashed potatoes. One of my clients gave me that, and I have used it until I'm going to have to go buy some more. You know, what a blessing. And some coarsely cracked pepper I'm going to throw down on these. Alright. Oops, and I can't aim a camera. And season at the same time. So, there you go. I've got these seasoned up. I'm going to let them continue to go. Oh, don't they look good? I think they look fabulous. So, we're going to let those finish up and I'll be back. Wow. They smell fabulous. I can tell you. They really do smell good. So, I'm going to grab my tongs here. I think they might be ready for a flip. And I hope you don't hate me because of all the movement, but ooh, look at that. You know, the wine and the orange juice really just get in there and add some moisture, and they're really good. So it's just a great complement to pork. So I'm going to douse it with a little more of the truffle salt because it's going to be amazing. Okay. Sorry, you guys probably hate that. Anyway, this is how our pork steaks are going. I've got, like right here is that middle bone, and here's that middle bone. If these were left whole, it would be a big round steak, which would be on a ham, and that would be a ham steak. So that was the cut of meat we got, only fresh. So I'm going to come back when I take them off the grill and we're ready to serve them up. Alright, YouTube. Alright, I think these steaks are done. Let me just check the back side. Oh yeah, got flame. Well, maybe. Okay, we're back and these are done. Oh, they're so done. They smell amazing. They are going to be amazing. Check that out. Yeah. I don't want to overcook them. What happens when you overcook pork? It dries out and it's not okay. So I'm going to turn these burners off. This is a natural gas barbecue. I really want to use, I have another Weber over here that is all about the charcoal, but it's all old and rusty and it's not convenient to get the charcoal in and out, and so I'm going to opt for a better barbecue. But I'm going to close this one down tonight and I'll meet you in the kitchen because that's where we're going. Okay, I'm back and I wanted to let you know what I do with these is I actually want to make sure that those steaks have a time to rest. They've been worked hard and they need to rest, otherwise all the juices that are in there are going to run off. So I tense them. Quite frequently I will do this to every piece of meat that I grill or that I cook. I really don't want to have a tough dried out piece of meat because I was in a hurry. Does that make sense? So if the juices all redistribute into the meat because I let them rest, I get a better product in the end. So I'm just going to let them rest right there by themselves. And I'm now going to make my side dish. My husband isn't home yet. He works a lot of hours. He's such a hard worker. And don't ask me why I'm transferring it into this bowl. It's a newer bowl. This one's old. And I don't know, the whole BPA thing, even though they're both supposed to be BPA free, I just wonder how long that lasts after microwaving. In this jar are grape tomatoes that I dehydrated to a certain point, and then I let them just kind of hang out in some olive oil. And these are chewy sun-dried tomatoes, basically. That's what they are. And I've got some garlic in here also that I've stuck in the olive oil that flavored that. this, I just sit this in the fridge. I don't do anything else with it. I could can it, but we're just going to let that flavor our broccoli to the point where, you know what, we want to eat broccoli. So that little tomato fell on the counter. I'm going to eat it. So, those are chewy. Oh my goodness. They have the olive oil flavor. Little bit of garlic in the background. But over top of this, when we steam this broccoli, it's going to be amazing. And that's how I do my sun-dried tomatoes. Sun-dried tomatoes really aren't dried in the sun. You could, but if you're doing it at home, they're truly going to be in the dehydrator, and then you let them sit in this oil. That's amazing. Now, this does kind of coagulate or harden up in the refrigerator, so I don't want to nuke it to the point where I can't use this jar, because you can't microwave jars and then recan in them. So I just put it on a soften for 30 seconds, and it softens that oil, or I leave it on the counter for the afternoon. But this is what's going to go along with that pork steak, and pretty much, I mean, it's late now. It's like 7 o'clock at night, so he doesn't need to eat a bunch of carbs and a bunch of fat, and that'll be a good dinner. And I'll bring you back when I serve it up. Alright, I hate the lighting. I look in the camera and I can see that the lighting looks really orange. It's not orange at all. The last step, I mean, this is just smells amazing. I'm just going to put some Parmigiano Reggiano grated over the top of this broccoli. It has homemade sun-dried tomatoes that I dehydrated, packed them in olive oil with garlic and Italian seasoning. Actually, I forgot to tell you that. And then I grilled off this pork steak. This is my husband's meal. He gets home late, so I'm not going to fill him up with a bunch of carbs, but I am going to take a bite of this pork and let you know how that marinated. I marinated it, remember, in orange juice, Chardonnay, garlic, soy sauce, oh, and then seasoned it. Oh my goodness. That is so good. So I can tell you, this is tender and moist. Very flavorful. And it was so easy. You're grilling something on the barbecue, throwing a vegetable together, and there you go. You have dinner. This is a light summer dinner. So he will love this. He probably wouldn't like it if I stuck a bunch of mashed potatoes or something starchy by the time he gets home. So, yeah, he'd just sit on it and it would turn to fat and he wouldn't be happy with me. So this is what we're having tonight, or he is. I eat so early in the day. I don't need this. I hope this inspires you to just step outside the box a little bit. You know what? Be creative with your cooking. It doesn't take that much to make a really, really terrific meal that seems like you did a lot of work when you really didn't have to, especially on a weeknight. And it is a weeknight. It's Wednesday night. So I have to be at a 7:15 meeting in the morning and be on top of my game, and then off to the rest of my day. So I'll see you later, YouTube. Hope you enjoyed this. I hope it inspired you, and I hope you come back.